Hey, how's it going, everyone? Don here from UploadVR, and happy Saturday night to you guys. So we are doing a special Saturday night prime time, I guess, if you're in the West Coast, a little later here in the Midwest and on the East Coast, but we are going to do some night kayaking. And we're going to do it in a different way. As you can see, I'm going to be doing this fully immersed in a motion simulator tonight. Now, I did put out some really interesting coverage of this on the site this week. If you have not seen that, we encourage you. There should be a link in the description. Go read the article. Kayak VR Mirage has just put out their latest DLC, which is the Yucatán DLC. But I got to tell you, I haven't been in this game in a long time. And it was nice to come back. They've added so much to each one of the levels. So as the description says, we're going to be hopping around the globe. And when I say we, I've actually got a special guest with me tonight. Beck is super hard at work on the showcase. Ian is hard at work as well. No one could come out to play with me tonight. So tonight, my wife, Stacey, who is actually an avid kayaker, is going to be joining us for the stream. So Stacey, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I hope I can live up to Beck's standards.
Oh yeah. No, it's kind of hard. She's kind of awesome, but you are as well. So, all right. So, I got you in the simulator a little bit today. I guess before we get into it, you got a little bit of a chance to try this for yourself. Now, unfortunately, you had a little bit of a negative reaction, as you do, because you get the VR sickness.
I did. I honestly tried to do this, but it still kind of rocked my world.
Yeah,
feeling a little
bit
nauseous
too much
after that.
There, so.
Well, I have a question for you though, because Void Citizen wants to know, where's your co-op partner?
Where's my co-op partner? Well, I'm not doing co-op tonight. I'm just doing the solo tonight. So if that's what he meant, or if he meant Beck, like I said in the beginning, Beck is really hard at work getting our showcase ready to go. If you guys aren't already ready for that, definitely bookmark the site. There is some great stuff. We've actually got we should have some coverage of it coming out. We've got a really good Humble Bundle. Right now, it's one of the best Humble Bundles I've ever seen. That is part of the Upload Showcase, Summer Showcase 2025. So, all right.
Look at you go in that kayak.
I know. Look at me. Like. See, I can't do this on the real water, but on the VR water, look at me go. I'm just like, I'm all over the place. I love how you can actually use the paddle to knock into things as well. I mean, everything. That's one thing is one of my biggest pet peeves from listening to me complain about it for the last 10 years is solidity of worlds. So
yeah,
very cool to see a solid kayak. So who do we have in the chat tonight?
Void Citizen is joining us.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining out. We didn't advertise this stream. I had actually meant to do it on Friday, but we had some pretty bad storms here in Missouri, and you know how that goes. If the wind blows the wrong direction, the paper clips that hold our entire grid together start to falter here.
And then all the trees fall down.
So okay, but I think what we're in the pool. Nothing happens fun in the pool other than playing with the beach balls here. So let's start taking a look at all the different places. So now, when I got you in today, you took a little bit of a look at Papagayo, I believe, and then you did a little bit of a look at Kings Canyon, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So because you've already seen those two, we're going to actually take a look at each little section and do a little bit of the different things that you can do in them for anybody who is joining or watching the stream. So I'm just going to jump around, and then we're going to end up with the latest DLC here. So I'm going to save that for last, and then we're going to do, and that's one of the reasons I'm in the simulator tonight, as you guys are talking to my back here, is we're going to do some of the whitewater rafting, which was really fun in this thing. So, but I think we're going to start out in the free roam mode here, and since it's nighttime, I think we'll start out at night. And we're going to go out into the bay in Antarctica and check out the Bora Borealis. So, very cool there. Okay. And again, I want to thank anybody who is coming out to join us for the stream tonight. We do very much appreciate that. And, you know, if you're liking what you see here on Upload lately, do us a solid, you know, hit that like, hit the share, hit subscribe, and then definitely go over to UploadVR.com. And if you're not already, consider becoming a member. It really does help us to continue to do the work that we do. So, all right, so you didn't get to see this one earlier, and this is actually one of my favorites.
Now, see, I wonder if doing a nighttime one might be a little different.
Could have been.
Sounds weird.
Yeah, could have been, because it could have been a little more gentle on your system there. This one also, if you notice, it doesn't have as much ripple in the water.
True.
Now, I do remember I did turn that off for you in the simulator settings, and that's one of the reasons why we're probably not seeing the boat move around as much here in the simulator. To help Stacey with her motion sickness, I did actually turn off some of the buoyancy.
Yeah.
But normally you would actually see the boat kind of move around with the waves here. Let's go over say hi to these penguin guys here.
Speaking of saying hi, Salvador, thank you for joining.
Hey, Salvador. How's it going? Oh, look at this, though. God, this is just gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous.
You had mentioned the, you know, having to tone down the movement of the chair to compensate for the waves in the water. And I think that's one of the things that, if they could improve on that, I don't know if that, is that the chair? Is that feedback from game to chair?
Okay, so how this works, and that's actually great that you asked that. Thank you. How this works is that every game that, you know, is pretty much has what's called telemetry data. And that telemetry data is kind of, you know, how games understand how vehicles move, how things move in the world. Okay, so by having that, ooh, what is over there? I've never seen fire. We're going to go over there next. Hi, penguin. The game is outputting all of the telemetry data of pretty much everything that's happening in the world, and then you can use software. Like tonight, we are using some software from my good friends over at Sim Racing Studio, and I want to thank them for providing that software for us. But yeah, so that software then takes all of that data. It takes all that data.
See, this is the safest way for you to do this.
Yes, it is.
I would not take you out in the real world.
No.
I'd have to rescue you.
She does want me to go in the real world here, folks, but I love the penguins. The animations are so cool. But anyway, to finish my thought there, so it takes the cues from the motion data and then converts that into signals and then sends it over to the simulator. And then the simulator has a series of motors and belts that then move on the X, Y, and the pitch and the yaw axis and the roll axis. So that's how that works.
So is Kayak VR on MetaQuest 3S?
So no, this is actually PC VR. Unfortunately, this one has not made its way over to standalone. And there's some pretty good reasons for that. This would be very difficult to run on a purely standalone headset. There is so much graphical fidelity going on in here, it's not even funny. And I did dial just a few things back because we are streaming. Normally I wouldn't have to do that in the game, but I wanted to make sure that we had at least a decent enough frame rate, because when you stream, that does kind of take a little bit from the computer. So if we see a little hitching here, that might be my network tonight. You know, it is Saturday night, it's summer, we got kids, they're probably gaming as well. Oh, I've never seen this though. Oh, I love that.
That's really cool.
Look at the reflection of the the aurora right there, and then the fire blending into it.
That is one thing. I was super impressed with the water.
Yeah.
In the game.
Probably some of the best water I've seen.
I think one of the motions that would have helped me, and now that I'm thinking about it, is when I actually go out on my kayak, there's a gentle side-to-side rock.
Okay.
So if they could somehow translate that.
It's in the game. I just needed to tune it.
Okay.
So again, when you get a motion simulator, you do have a lot of games available for it right off the bat with the proper softwares like, Yaw Game Link, SimHub, Sim Racing Studios. There's a couple of new and upcoming ones. Sorry, lost my train of thought there for a minute. What was I talking about?
Software that comes with the simulator.
Oh yeah, no, there's lots of games that come with it, and they have pre-tuned. Profiles, but you really got it. Each one of them is tuned by somebody else, So a feeling that you're looking for may not be in the game. Nice thing is if you learn how to tune the software, you can actually get it dialed in to where things feel incredibly realistic. Now, we haven't covered it here on Upload yet. I will be doing a little more coverage of this simulator as well on the site. We want to thank you all for sending that out. Driving games so far have been some of the most realistic feeling games that I've played in this. I played Dirt Rally 2 the other night, and the feeling of feeling the tires slip behind the car was nuts. I really was getting scared that I was about to fishtail off of the road, and I had to stop, and I was just sitting there sweating and shaking. It was visceral. So, okay.
Fun fact, that's how I feel when you drive.
Yes, I bet it is. I bet it is. So, okay, so I don't want to spend a bunch of time in each environment, but I do want to get out here into the bay. I want to know how, I don't remember how I triggered the thunderstorm here. Hold on.
Yeah, didn't you say you can kind of customize each?
You can some of them here. Let's see here. There's the free roam. There's the tour. Maybe is it sunset that has the thunderstorm? Hold on. Or maybe that was just random chance that I got that. But one time I was out in the bay and this thunderstorm was going on, and it was absolutely incredible. It was nuts. There was lightning, and okay, well now at least we see it in daytime.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, for a chill scenery kind of game, just a relax and go do the thing.
And see, look, now I'm not having to really put a lot of effort into moving the kayak.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could, and you were talking about chill and relax, and we'll actually do one of those on the next one. In fact, the next place we go to, we'll do the tour.
Yeah.
So the tours are really, and I kind of mentioned this in my article last week, the tours are really very much similar to what I'd call a lazy river ride. You don't sit here with the kayak. You still have the paddle, which is weird because it does kind of interfere a couple of times, but you don't use it. You can't use it. So, so you're completely just sitting in the boat, enjoying it. And I gotta say, I could see doing this after a long, stressful day. Because right now we're not hearing it. We've got our speakers down a little bit, but you guys are probably hearing some pretty chill music. The birds flying overhead.
The penguins flying over.
The penguins flying overhead. So, okay. And excuse my voice here. Another thing I had mentioned to say is I'm glad to be back. I know you guys have not seen me in the last couple of weeks much here on Upload. The whole team went out to AWE. That was an incredible experience, getting to meet everybody finally, But unfortunately, as it happens when I go to these conferences, I came home with my good friend COVID-19, which then turned into long COVID-19. And I am still technically kind of fighting some little symptoms of it. I'm still fighting some of the fatigue. I still have not gotten my voice back completely. As you can hear, I still have a little coughing fit. So apologies for the raspy voice and if we start coughing a little bit here tonight. So, okay. All right, so that is Cierva Cove in Antarctica. So we've got Papagayo, and then we've got Kings Canyon, and then we've got Norway. Wait, I think Norway's where the thunderstorm is. I'm sorry. And then we've got Norway, and then Slovenia. So where to next? Where do you think we should go next?
Let's go to. I want to go to Costa Rica.
Where do you want to go?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Okay. There we go.
See, I could do these things and be like,
Papagayo.
yes, I kayaked
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
You want to go day or night?
I'm a day person.
You're a day person, okay? You
I
want
like
to go
to
beach or
see-
jungle?
Let's do the jungle.
Okay. Welcome to the jungle, baby. You knew I was going to do
You're
it.
gonna paddle.
We're going to paddle. Yeah, right. You knew I was going there, though. I mean, so.
So also, have you seen those videos of where people like take their dog and put him near water and they start paddling?
Yeah.
You kind of look like that.
Oh, I do.
While you're doing.
Thank you.
Yes.
So. And it's not normally that we have a face cam on here at Upload, but, you know, since we're doing cool stuff tonight.
Wait,
I told
that's
it,
night.
I told it day. I did tell it day.
And it said no.
No, I didn't. It did say no. Have to go free roam, day, jungle. And now we dip. So I want to thank anybody who is coming out to the stream tonight to check out what we're doing here on UploadVR. Again, if you're just joining the stream and you're liking what you're seeing, please do give us a like and a share. And if you really like it, you know, go ahead and hit subscribe and then head over to the website and become a member.
God, that's so pretty.
Is that not gorgeous or what? And so that'll give me kind of a moment to talk about that aspect of it. And now you're starting to see the boat move just a little bit more because we've got some buoyancy here, some waves. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought here.
Yeah, if you go and kind of sit there for a minute,
Wait,
you'll see the.
Look at the little fish.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's like I keep losing my train of thought because of all the shinies. No, that was my train of thought, actually. So I want to comment on that. This is quite possibly for people who have a high-end PC VR setup, okay? This is quite possibly some of the most stunning graphics that you can pull off. I mean, some of this stuff, if you have it dialed up to cinematic quality, looks cinematic. And I mean, it really, really, really has some great texturing, great lighting. I mean, there are times like when we get to the Yucatán, the latest DLC, that when we go into the cave, which again, I'm gonna kind of point people back to, oh my God, I'm fighting the current here. No, seriously, there's currents and stuff you have to kind of fight.
Boyd says that Norway is the storm.
Norway is the storm. Okay, I knew it was Norway or Antarctica. I knew it was one of the icy ones. So, thank you for that. This would have been the good one for the lazy river, because I did say we were going to do the lazy river, but
True.
Maybe we'll do that in the Norway and the storm. So, but I mean, I really feel like I'm in a jungle. I mean, this is just nuts. Another thing is the view distance is like insane. It's like I feel like I can see for like a half a mile. And it's all crystal clear and just looks like pretty much photo real. I mean, it's not completely realistic. I mean, we're not there yet, but
yeah.
Man, this is like some of the closest I've seen yet in virtual reality.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't sitting here on the stream, and there we go, there's your up and down in the in the boat. We just needed some more.
Ride the little swells.
We need some
there.
little swells, yeah. But if I wasn't sitting here on a stream talking to you in virtual reality, if I had the headphones in and I wasn't hearing I'm just going to sit here so we can see the boat kind of move up and down. If I wasn't sitting here, hearing the air conditioner behind me, which you guys probably can't hear because of the noise canceling microphones, but I could really lose myself in this. I mean, I could really, with just the gentle rock of the simulator, the fact that I'm sitting in a comfortable chair, put on the B Haptics vest. That is something else that I want to test with that. I just got one today. Thank you to B Haptics. And
I still can't imagine how the vest, though, would lend anything to this game.
I don't know.
Unless they put in, like, the carp that jump out of the water and hit you.
Maybe if you splashed your paddle in the water or bumped. Like, okay, the bumps.
Maybe.
Because, like, when I bump the boat into something, I actually feel it bump. Like, you didn't play long enough to go over any rocks, did you?
No.
Okay, so, like, in the cave tour, you actually start going over rocks. And I'm telling you, that's what I wanted. That's kind of one of the opinions I wanted from you as an actual kayaker. It feels like a plastic boat hitting rocks to me, you know?
And see, to me, that is the only time I should feel anything out of that chair. So
no, I've turned the vibration off. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to add vibration to this.
with actual kayaking, it is just smooth as a baby's butt. You got a little rock, you know, side to side, maybe little swells, but you shouldn't feel any kind of...
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the swells in this one.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's very, like I'll try to sit still so people here can see it on the motion simulator. And look, they are kind of more syncing up now with the water.
Yeah, it takes just a minute. And Guy, I see your question. You wanted to know if you can get this in the MetaQuest store.
You cannot. No, this is
PCVR.
Yeah, well, it also PSVR 2.
Okay.
I believe you can get this for PCVR and PSVR 2. But I don't know if there are plans to bring it to the Quest store. But they would. Guys, I love the Quest. Don't get me wrong. I'm using one right now for the streaming of this. But this on complete standalone, I really don't think it would. I'm stuck on the rocks. I really don't think it would be the same game. I don't. I don't think that we could get the kind of graphical fidelity that we would need. What?
I'm sorry.
There you go. I got off the rocks. Love on the rocks. But ain't no this rock. Oh, what's this? See, just like, okay, and like the light. The light is coming through the trees and only illuminating. Look at those rocks. Look at that water. Just look at that.
I know. That's like I said, I really had to give this game a lot of props for.
Like right now, if I had you like gorgeous. Standing on, like I need like a couple of people standing on the side with like misters.
Yes, there you go. I'll just stand on the side and flick water in your face every now and then.
Okay, like look, okay, I'm gonna nerd out. You guys who watch our channel know I do nerd out on graphics. It's one of my. Look at the shiny. Look at the wet texture. I mentioned this in my article in the cave.
Yeah,
and it looks even better on the stalactites and stalagmites in the cave that we're gonna get to. But it's the little details like that that really, really bring this home.
Inferno was saying Subside also has...
Yes. Subside has some amazing looking water.
Gorgeous water, yeah. God, I want to go swimming now.
Right?
Okay, now see, here's where they need to start. Okay, there needs to be like like some DLC or something where, okay, so now there's like an anaconda. And you have to escape the anaconda.
In the Kings Valley, there's a big anaconda snake.
You have to like...
You don't have to escape
outrun something. Yes.
Now, there are races. I mean, we do have...
There?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. We're going to end up doing some whitewater raft racing.
See, I couldn't get to any of that because I got
Because you got motion sickness. I know.
Which really made me mad. I was really...
It is a really horrible thing. And I, you know, okay, as a kayaker, you're going to tell me I'm stupid. I'm like wearing myself out by paddling constantly.
Well, I wouldn't be paddling quite as much as you are.
Yeah, because you want to just get yourself going in a direction and then let it coast.
Yeah.
But like right now, the look at this swell. God dang, that's good water. Mm-hmm. Loving this. Okay, and I think we're about to come full circle anyway, because I see the beach.
Inferno, I see you sit on the floor. We actually talked about bringing my kayak into the studio.
Yes.
And sitting in
with a
kayak.
real paddle and everything.
Yeah.
And okay, so even if it wasn't buzzing, hello, little fishy. Even if it wasn't buzzing, I can see one utility of the B-Haptics vest is it would make it feel like I'm wearing a life preserver.
Yeah. I just don't see where it would lend anything to the experience.
Not this
though.
experience.
No.
Now I used it. I used it to ride some roller coasters in this earlier, and that was a trip. And just a little preview, I'm going to have some coverage of that coming out next week as well.
Is this the waterfall? Is this where you...
Wait, there's a waterfall? What?
No.
Oh, I thought somebody in the chat was telling you there's a waterfall that I'm about to hit.
The end of the scenery there, it looks like you're about to go over a waterfall.
No, I'm going to paddle out into the ocean. I'm going to swim away. I'm finally made it away from you. I finally, after all these years, I'm escaping. I'm going to make it. Okay, no.
God, that's so pretty.
It is beautiful. Look at this. This is gorgeous. So did you, and okay, you've listened to me babble about immersive tech for almost 20 years now. Did you ever in your life, knowing me and knowing immersive tech through me, think that in 2025, I would be sitting here in my studio kayaking and actually feeling like I'm kayaking? You know, it's like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
I've been in VR for 26 years. I never thought we would get here this fast. This is stuff I didn't think that would come in my lifetime kind of stuff. And here we are. That sand looks like sand. That water is just, oh my God, it's gorgeous. Okay. So moving on. All right. So let's see here. That was Papagayo. I'm just going to do one thing from each. The race will do, I guess this one does have some whitewater, but it's not whitewater. It's more racing. I want to do the whitewater stuff, which is in Yucatán. So, okay. So we did the Cove. We did Papagayo. So we've got Kings Canyon, we've got Norway, and we've got Slovenia, and then the Yucatán. So I guess I'll leave this one up to the chat. What do they want to see next? So you guys tell us, where do you want to go next? Do we want to go to Slovenia, Norway, or Australia? And I guess
in Australia, you're just kayaking on a sea of funnel web.
Well, yes, it's spiders and miniature jellyfish. You got to dodge all the mini jellyfish that are jumping at you in the boat. It's insane. So any takers in the chat for letting us know where you want to go next? Excuse me.
Norway.
We got a vote for Norway.
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's do the tour on this one. And
this is the one you can do the storm.
We're going to do the tour in the storm, okay? All right. So for this one,
you're not in control, and you're
I
going
am not
through
in
a storm.
control of this, and I'm in a storm.
That is a nightmare.
Yes. Yes. For somebody like you who does not like lightning, well, you're not going to like this. For somebody like me who likes pretty graphics and loves going out on the front porch to film storms, like I did the tornado that tore through our neighborhood. Yes, this is it. Okay, there's the lighthouse. This one's got
oh my gosh, yeah, no, this would be miserable.
Okay, wait, hold on. Before we do this one though, I'm gonna do one thing. And I don't know if they can see this. I don't think they can, so they're probably just looking at that, and that's fine. This will only take 1 second. I want to, there it is, Sim Racing Studio. Oh, I can't see it. Where's Sim Racing Studio? There it is. I'm gonna amp up the power on the, I'm gonna amp up the power a little bit on the smoothing here.
So what are you hoping to amp up?
I'm gonna make it to where the boat rocks more.
Oh.
Remember I took that away for you?
Yeah.
But I don't need that. What?
I think you should just crank it up.
What?
Yeah, Mr. Happy said this one makes me seasick.
Mr. Happy, this particular level makes you seasick?
I can totally see that.
Okay, there we go. Now I've got a lot more movement in the boat, see? Now it's rocking me back and forth with the waves. Okay.
I honestly wondered, though, if I did this in your Pimax, because the field of vision is so much wider.
Yes.
If that wouldn't have possibly helped.
That is true. That is true. One of my larger FOV headsets, and it also is a much higher resolution. It's actually 4K per eye. Ooh, yeah, this one gets you because it's like,
yeehaw.
And okay, so like I know right now on the camera side, what you guys are seeing probably doesn't look like this chair is moving a lot, and it really isn't. But when you pair that with what I'm seeing in the headset, it feels natural, and it does. It feels like I'm riding and falling into the crests of these little swells. And wow. There's the lightning. There's the lightning.
Is this the tour? Are you in tour mode?
I'm on tour mode, yes. Tour mode goes very slow. Like I said, lazy river. Oop, there's the lightning strikes.
Oh my word. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I highly doubt those seagulls will be flying in the storm, though.
I want to see lightning hit one.
You want to see lightning hit one? That's really bad. She really doesn't, ASPCA. She loves seagulls and all forms of animal life, which we do. We actually have what have we done since we live kind of in the forest?
Oh my word!
We've rehab baby squirrels that fell out of the tree, baby birds. Ooh, look at that strike!
Awesome. How much does that chair cost, Don?
Okay. So the chair itself, if you want to get this chair, you can order them from y'all, and they are $3,990 plus shipping. Now that is just for the chair. Then if you want to add the seat itself is another $200. Now you can bolt pretty much any gaming seat to it. Oh, and I don't have it lit up. I forgot to plug the seat in. Hey, I'm on tour mode. Maybe I can do that.
Sir, you're gonna fall out of the boat.
I am. We're gonna fix the boat.
Keep your hands and feet inside the ride.
Yes, keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. Ah, where's the connector? There it is.
Mr. Happy fact, I would totally be. It took me 10 minutes, I think, in trying this out. That I was like, nope, I'm done. I can't do this. And I don't get sick, like when I'm kayaking and stuff, I don't get sick. I don't get car sick, none of that. But something about this just really, it was.
Oh, I had it.
I wish it was though. It would have been fantastic. This is totally something that I would do after a long day's work. I would come home, I would hop in this chair, I would throw this on, I would relax. It would be fantastic.
It's hard to plug this in with one hand.
Please be careful.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm not doing anything that could hurt me.
I don't want to have to call you Donnie One Hand Hopper.
Why not? That's a pretty cool name. Oh, there's a wolf.
A wolf?
Look, or a dog. Missy, get back in the house, Missy.
Right. What height and weight does it support?
You know, the funny thing is there's actually a video that they have on their channel where they've got the guy's named Attila. There we go. Now we're plugged in. The guy's named Attila, and he weighs like 300 and something. It can support quite a bit. I personally weigh about, I've lost a lot of weight actually recently. I'd say I probably weigh about, what do you think, about 230?
Yeah.
About 225, 230. And here's the thing, guys. I have this simulator right now set at 25% power, okay? I tried to put it up to 100% power, and it scared the tar out of me. I mean, it was just so fast. It can literally spin you in a complete circle in 1 second, like 360 degrees per second. in the rotation. And it is also the only simulator on the market that I know of that allows for unlimited rotation. So you can completely spin and spin and spin. Flight simulators in this are just absolutely next level. Feeling the bank and the pitch and the roll, and I mean, you really feel it. You know, things like DCS, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Actually, one of my little guilty pleasures is an older little kind of indie game called Warplane, WW1 Warfighters, and man, that is such a fun game in this chair. But then I'm also starting to venture out, like a V-Racer Hoverbike just released this week. V-Racer Hoverbike is supporting of this chair, so you can actually play that. You can do red out. I mean, there's like motorcycle stuff, car racing. I mean, sky's the limit. I even thought it would be amazing. Now you'd have to find somebody who can mod it, and you'd have to learn how to do telemetry, or you'd have to hope that they exposed it. But the other night I was playing Iron Man again in the Roto VR chair, which all it does is just move you around. Could you imagine flying as Iron Man in this thing? I mean, feeling like the dips and it would be nuts. But that, I don't know, you know, normally this is more simulator kind of stuff, so driving, flying, roller coasters. But I don't know, I just thought free flying, like the wingsuit thing. There's a wingsuit game that I think would be really cool, because you could just kind of get that sensation of just flying, you know, Superman style, just sitting down, I guess, would be kind of weird.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Is it 3 DOF or does it support 6 DOF?
No, this is 3 DOF. 6 DOF, that'd be kind of insane, because then it would have to like move around the room itself. They do make 6 DOF simulators, but I wouldn't have a big enough space to put one in, because it does have to be able to translate in some way in XYZ axis.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
Accelerate VR treadmill or free, what does it say, AIM VR shoes? What do you think is better?
So, I just went to AWE a couple weeks ago, and I tried the free AIM. I did not get to try the Accelerate treadmill. I'm going to tell you straight up, free AIM is a great concept. Okay, I really enjoyed the team. I enjoyed talking to them, their passion. The product, in my opinion, is just kind of not there yet. It was very difficult for me to walk. They couldn't get it calibrated. I walk kind of slew-footed with because of my back surgeries. But my feet kind of point out a little bit when I walk, and duck-footed, I guess, is what some people call that. They couldn't get it calibrated for me. The Accelerate treadmill, however, I talked to several people I know who tried that. I talked to the team who make it. I am desperately wanting to find them at another convention so that I can try that. You know, I am still in contact with them. So hopefully more info to come on that treadmill. But the free AIM shoes, I think that one's still got a ways to go. So, hope that answered the question.
How are you enjoying this right now?
What, me just sitting here in the rain?
Yes!
Well, I mean, I couldn't say I'm enjoying it outside of the visual spectacularness of, like, it really feels like I'm in a rainstorm. So, but no, I mean, like right now I feel like I'm just kind of all over the place. However, I'm streaming, I'm talking to you guys, so, but I think it is time to move on from this one. So, what do you think? And how long have we been going on the stream right now, Stace?
That is a great question. I really wish I could tell you.
The YouTube window, if you slide it over, it's going to have on the, it'll tell you. Because we usually keep these to about an hour. So.
I don't have a mouse.
Oh, you don't? Well, don't worry about it. Okay, so that was Norway. So
41
we've got
minutes. Thank you, Inferno.
How much?
41 minutes.
41. Okay, perfect. Because I want to get to all these, and if we go a little over an hour, that's fine. And again, I want to thank anybody who is joining us tonight on this special nighttime stream here on UploadVR. We do very much appreciate your patronage, and if you like what you're seeing, again, make sure to hit that like, share it out, that we build an audience as we kind of get towards the back half of the stream here. And then if you don't mind, head over to the website and consider becoming a member at uploadvr.com. So, all right. God, a lot of talking when you got a scratchy throat. Okay, so it looks like we've got Slovenia or Australia.
Slovenia.
You want to go Slovenia?
Because I know nothing about it.
Okay. And let's see here. We've got the race, the tour, or the free roam. Again, I'm going to save the racing for the last little bit.
Okay.
So we'll do the free roam, and let's see. We've done day, we've done night. What do you think? I know you're more partial to day because you do get to see. Let's do day.
You get to see.
Oh, town. Oh, whitewater. Wait, this has whitewater.
Oh, do a whitewater.
Okay, let's just do a whitewater because this will be a whitewater without a race. Oh boy! All right, well, I'm going to strap in here. Because when I did the article last week, I had just gotten the simulator. I had not worked out the rotation. So when I did the whitewater rafting last week in the little video clip that you guys will see in that article, I did not move in a rotation. So this might be a little different. One of the most terrifying things that happened, and I'm wondering if it's going to happen to me again, because it happens to me every time I enter tube as well. Oh yeah, okay, it's moving a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It happens when I enter tube as well, is that the boat turned backwards.
Yeah.
And I was going backwards.
Hey, sometimes I float backwards. I intentionally turn backwards.
Okay,
All right, pay attention.
All right.
Look for signs of
Oh no.
hidden rocks.
Oh no.
Oh.
See, this is exactly how it would be if you got me out on the reel.
Oh my gosh. We'll use it. We could do it, but we could do a tandem kayak.
Oh, look,
just
I'm about to hit
lead.
a jet here. Woo! That's right. I got to remember to use this as a rudder. Get out of the trees. There's bugs in these trees.
You're gonna get ticks.
I'm gonna get ticks. Exactly. It's because, okay, like I told you, like, oh shit, here we go.
Okay, there we go. No, now you're sideways and you're backwards.
And we're backwards. This is such a freaky feeling, man.
See where you're going.
Okay. Woo, I'm just gonna sit here in the tree, in the tick tree. Okay. Woo. God, once again, though, look at that clear water.
I know. I want to go to one of these places.
I'm gonna take you to one of these places, babe. One of these days.
Is this one an additional paid DLC?
This one, I believe, is actually one of the 4 that come with that's a good question. Yucatán is a paid DLC, and I want to think that the Papagayo was. There's a great article over on UploadVR that'll tell you exactly which one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to concentrate.
He's paddling for his life.
I'm like I said, I'm trying to concentrate here. It's like, this is what always happens on our streams. People ask questions, and I'm like, I should know that.
This is where rapid fire questions.
Yes.
Rapid fire Q&A would be awesome.
Yes, it would. So this is not as whitewater as the whitewater in Yucatan. Let me tell you that. Whitewater in Yucatan is through a cave, and it is insane. It gets going really fast, and lots of drops. Oh wait, as I said that. Oh no, don't you do it again.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Here we go. Oh, Lord.
Stick your paddle.
Turn around.
Put your paddle in the water. We're literally just flailing, and you look like one of those little dogs that got pulled out of the bath or something.
Well, I gotta be a little dog, Stacey. Oh no!
Oh no!
There's your waterfall.
Oh, cool!
Oh, that was great.
That was cool.
Oh, let's do it again.
That was cool.
Let's do it again. Can we do it again?
Oh, thank you, Andrew. Yes. Beck is super busy.
Yes. Yes, Beck is very, very busy right now getting ready for our summer showcase. So, and we do highly, highly encourage you guys to tune in. It is going to be an amazing show. And she is working so hard on it. So, woo, okay. God.
Soca Valley and Yucatan are the DLCs.
There you go. Thank you. Soca Valley. I knew it wasn't this one. So yeah, this is, so with the main game, you get Papagayo, the Cove, you get Kings Canyon, which we're going to next, and Norway. So no, I'm sorry, we are in Soca Valley. Yes, so this one right here. So yes, this one and the Yucatan are the DLCs. So, but you get everything else in the main game. Now, they do have a pack where you can get all of it together at a discounted price. So, okay. Actually, I'm going to let this one play out a little bit longer, and then we'll start going to we'll go to the Kings Canyon real quick, and then we'll do the Yucatan. The Yuke.
Can I read this to you real fast?
You can read anything to me, my love.
Okay, Siegfried. I've
Siegfried.
been playing VR since 2016, but I have always held back from buying a treadmill because they never seemed good enough until I saw the Accelerate VR.
It's different. I mean, I'm telling you, I got you guys can't see it. The catwalk is right over here. Oh, more whitewater. And, oh, great. Aha. Yeah, I really think that they did something really good with the Accelerate by putting the movable surface on the bowl itself with all of the ball bearings versus, having to just slide the shoes. Now, you can speak to that one, Stace. You've tried the catwalk. Whoa.
Oh.
The Accelerate is another treadmill just like the catwalk, but imagine the entire surface of the catwalk is ball bearings.
Okay, now that would, to me, I think that would kind of make a difference.
Yes.
Because the friction still, even with the shoes, even with it slicked up.
Oh, we had to slick them up like big time.
It still didn't, I don't know. I still felt like I had to really lean forward, and it didn't feel like a natural
Hey,
gait.
y'all. Thanks for clapping. I'm doing real good.
Those people are so
Don't
proud
spit
of
on
you.
me, okay? I know I'm crazy American, but all right.
And Inferno says the full complete edition is now on sale for $27.
That's what I was saying. It's on a
$26
discount
on Steam.
And look, I cannot recommend this game enough. I mean, if you've got the rig to run it, this is, and you want to see what VR is capable of graphically. And look, the Quest 3 is an amazing headset. It really is. It has changed everything for virtual reality over the last couple of years. But for those who really, like me, always wanted VR to just kind of mimic a digital analog of the real world, to do things like this, things that I wouldn't normally do in real life, okay?
Which actually leads us into our next question.
Okay, cool. But let me finish my thought. This is now giving me the ability to do that, and if I was to just do it in the Quest, there are some games that work with this chair completely natively, no PC required. You could just play them in the Quest. But if I was to try to do this in the Quest, I would be detracted from the aliased graphics and the blurriness. Even though the pancake lenses are amazing, it's not going to have the fidelity of a 14900K running a 4090 souped up and 128 gigs of RAM. It's just not going to happen. So if you want that experience, if you want the best visual feast out of this game, you would have to play it on a high-end PC VR rig. So there. All right. Now, transition.
No. Graphics comparison between that and the Climb.
Okay. The Climb also has some extremely good graphics, but they're a little dated compared to this. The Climb is also very static. where this has a lot more movement in the environment with all the water. But I still say the climb is up there. I mean, it's definitely up there with some of the most gorgeous photorealistic looking graphics you're going to find in VR, even to today's standards.
Are your arms getting tired?
No, actually, surprisingly not. Now, one thing I thought about is this little center bar right here is putting a pivot point right there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so, okay. All right, I think we're done with that. We've got one more, and then we'll get into the DLC, and then we'll start wrapping things up. This is actually my favorite. This is my absolute favorite out of all of them. Oh, Christmas. Well, it's not Christmas, so I'm not going to do Christmas. And we'll stick with day, because day is beautiful. I didn't realize they had a holiday theme for this. Okay. Oh, this one loaded quicker, too. Okay, here we go.
Oh, my gosh, that's so pretty.
Okay, no, because this is where you stopped, remember? I said this is what I wanted you to see, and then this is where you got sick.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go any further. So I'm just going to take this one nice and slow as we just kind of have a little chat here. Now, I do want you in the chat to please be on the lookout for any funnel web spiders or miniature jellyfish or these birds that want to peck my eyes out or any of the other wildlife in Australia that might want to kill me.
Actually, Mr. Happy is from Australia.
Oh,
he said
hey,
he's
Mr.
in Australia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we'll just like paddle on over.
Yeah. And no, we don't think everything there is going to kill us. It's just a joke. But man, you guys got them spiders, and I'm like very arachnophobic. So we got these little spiders here called brown recluses, though, that they literally bite you and your flesh will rot. So
Andrew said the spiders were already in the kayak.
yeah, they're already. Oh, great! Thanks a lot. And you know, and like the new studio, I'm going to be doing a studio reveal here pretty soon. Is half of my garage. So, and we have not bug bombed out here yet. So I'm sure the spiders are already in the simulator.
Right. Your simulator's run by spiders.
I don't know. I remember a post from 2016 when it was the early days of the DK2, and a guy posted on Reddit that he was in his, you'll remember this because I talked about it incessantly for weeks and started keeping my headset in boxes.
Yeah.
Guy was literally in his headset and he started seeing little black dots and he thought the display was going out.
Nope.
And what had happened is like 1,000 little baby spiders hatched up inside of his headset while he was playing. And
my gosh.
yeah, he takes the headset off and then looks through the lens and sees all these little tiny spiders running around in it. And then a big spider up in it, and I'm like, oh no. That was just the biggest note moment of all note moments.
Right? Did the headset survive after he threw it? Because that's what I would have done.
Mine wouldn't, because it would have been burnt to a charry little crisp. It's like...
Okay, so I started getting totally freaked out. I'm sitting in Don's chair at the desk at Mission Control, and I forgot he put his haptic vest on the back of this chair.
Oh, is it buzzing?
It's buzzing right now.
So this has haptics.
It freaked me out. I'm like, what the world is happening right now? Yeah, I can feel it vibrating every now and then.
No. I do have this has haptic support, I believe. No, this one didn't have it. Maybe the audio to haptics is turned on.
I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah, something about the lighting in this one. And those look like a bunch of faces. I wonder if that's why they call it King's Canyon.
Maybe.
And again, I love how you can push off with the paddle. Like if I get too close to the rocks here, I can jab them.
It's gorgeous. I have another comment. Another thing about standalone Quest VR is only some of the games work on the treadmills, whereas PC VR, all the games will work on the treadmills.
Yeah, I mean, again, it is... See, I kind of...
Duck.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That was my mic.
Your mic fell
Could you
down.
come get that?
Oh no!
Nobody can hear me.
I have to be on camera
Yeah.
to get your mic.
No, you don't. If you come like around here,
No, I don't even see it.
it's over here behind the catwalk.
Hello, everybody. Sorry. There. Okay. But where's your magnet?
It's under my shirt. It's the 4-point harness thing hit it and knocked it off. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. You know, it's not an upload stream without some sort of a technical glitch, right? And I mean, we almost made it through a stream with no technical glitches. So
that wood you went under.
Yeah,
knocked it off.
Oh, there you go. Look at
how
VR just
realistic
interacted
that
with the real world.
Oh
guys.
no! You know what I want to do? I want you to. I'm gonna make this.
What's that?
Super cool for you. I'm gonna stand by you. Do this one again. I'm gonna stand by you with like a little water gun. And I'm gonna squirt you with water. But then I'm gonna take a big stick. When you go under that.
You just want to hit me with a big stick.
Well, yeah.
Like that one right there.
Andrew said at least no grade on.
Hey, Andrew. Yeah. No, not great on in the kayak tonight. I had considered starting in the studio. I mean, that is kind of our format. That is our hub. That is our newsroom. That is our home, as all of you know. But with this, it was going to be a little too difficult to start in the studio and then transition because I'm strapped into a, 200-pound piece of metal here. So. Whee! Whee!
Can you actually, like, go up on the bank? Like, can you...
Can I get out of the boat?
No, not get out of the boat, but I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I can paddle up onto the bank, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, I can bank myself, but
Yeah.
then it's, like, really hard to get back in the water without resetting the...
Well, that's true. I can see where that...
I'm gonna turn on my Bobo fan here. I'm getting a little hot.
Mister said you need a pole and strap your controllers to it. He
Uh-oh.
actually did
Oh, crap. I hope that didn't screw anything up.
something like that. He kind of rigged something.
No, I did. And the game actually has that... Ah, there we go. Oh, wait. I don't have a Bobo battery. That's why. I need a Bobo battery. You want to hand me a Bobo battery?
I don't know where they are.
They're on the desk. There's 3 of them and a little charging dock.
I see.
And I'm sorry, I what was the question again?
All right. Here I come again.
Uh-huh.
You didn't tell me I was going to have to...
I didn't know you were going to have to. There you go. Ah, yeah. That also ensures that my headset won't die here in a minute. Ah, but then we get that nice, cool blast of air on my sweaty face. Now, for those who might want to use this as a little bit of a workout, I mean, you could also... Oh, I think I hit the end here because this is where you have to turn around. So, okay, I guess we'll talk for a second here.
So is that what happened? Like, do you just hit an end and you go back?
I
Do you
think
just
some of them are
stay in
circular.
it?
I think some of them... I mean, there are little offshoots that you can explore in some of these maps as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a minute. And, yeah, I'm seeing that right now I've got my back up on the bank, so I'm not moving. I would have
Right.
to actually debank myself. Oh, look, there's the fishies. There's a little family of fishies.
Aww.
A fishy family. So, anyway, all right. So that was Kings Canyon. And now I think we will go ahead and transition over and do the Yucatan. So,
Is this the race?
yes, this is where I'm going to do the racing. Okay. And then we'll do a little of the free roam as well, because there are some things that I don't think you get to see in the race, like or maybe we'll end the stream doing the lazy river tour of this one, because this one really does end up looking like a lazy river tour because
Okay.
it's inside of a cave. So
That'd be
now this is also inside of a cave. So where we've seen a lot of big open sky environments, this one gets a little more claustrophobic. Just like you guys had to see me go underneath that log, there are some parts that get pretty tight, and I do mention that in the article as well. Yeah, we'll do the descent. That's what I like. Oh, difficulty of like all the stars. So I am going to lose. Now, also, for anyone who ends up on our stream, I will probably also be racing real people. So this
Really?
is... Yes.
Oh, okay.
Opponents around you, opponents top. You could also do multiplayer in this, I believe. You could...
I was going to ask if there's like a way to... It would be neat if you could do...
I don't know if there is or not, actually. Hold on.
like two of you go together or something
Well, actually,
like
no,
that.
wait. Yeah, multiplayer right there. Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you could. So we could kayak together, sweetie.
That would be really neat.
Like, you
only
can't
way
get me
it'll
on the
ever
real
happen.
water, right? So,
Can
okay.
I ask you a quick question?
Yes, ma'am.
With Ian on vacation, how will the game stream go in July?
Game stream right now is in flux. That's why you guys haven't seen it. VR download is continuing, obviously. That is our bread and butter show. Game stream is being Games Cast, I'm sorry, is being retooled. Game stream, however, Fridays, the Friday game stream, those will continue. Those will start up again next week. I couldn't do it this week. Again, if you didn't catch the beginning of the stream, I am still suffering from, I guess, what they call long COVID that I picked up at AWE. And I just, with the weather, and I'm still coughing and having some voice issues. I just wasn't really ready to stream. We had some power dip outs. It was just a crazy day on Friday. But game stream on Friday with me and Beck will return to somewhat of a normal, situation. Games Cast on Tuesday, that we're retooling right now. So more to come on that. So, okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Well, y'all are going to see me come in last because there's no way I can win this race. I tried 1,000 times when I was writing the article, and I just suck at kayaking. So... But it sure is fun because this one has some rapids. This one gets going. There's also like this big fan that you gotta there's like this one obstacle you have to go through.
Weird.
That's kind of interesting.
And everybody's telling you that they hope you feel better soon.
Well, thank you. I will say it's not like 2020 anymore out there, but man, it's rearing its ugly head again, folks. So just wash your hands. Be careful.
Yeah.
If you go to conferences, wipe stuff. That's all I can say. And I will say, I don't know why. God, this is so difficult to keep the boat straight. I don't know why nobody wipes headsets at these events anymore. So you go and you try all these headsets. No, here we go again. No, not here. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you feel that. All right, Dark Twisted, I'm coming for you, buddy. If I can get the boat going straight.
Oh, look, you might actually pass somebody.
I'm trying. Not if I keep hitting the rocks, though. That really slows you down. Oh, there's a nice straightaway. No, stay straight. Oh, I was doing so good for a minute.
Is this the only race?
Huh?
Is this the only race?
No, there's 3 different races. This one's just one of the most energetic ones, the one that has the most of this. So I thought this would be a great way to end the stream. Everybody watch me do boring stuff until I do something fun. Don't hit the pole! Well, you lose time if you hit the pole. Oh, lots of fish down there.
Are you going back in the cave now?
No, this is the second leg of the race. Yes. Oh. This is where I've got to duck from the take your head off obstacle. But man, it's hard to keep this. There we go. Oh boy, here we go.
Come on, you got this.
I got this. I got this. I timed it right in the article.
What is that?
Oh shit! No, no, no. Okay. Oh!
Oh,
Oh my
no!
God! Oh, now I'm backwards.
Oh, well, enjoy.
Wait. I am kind of enjoying it because it's kind of chill for a minute. Oh, now it's not.
I was gonna say, maybe you'll do better.
Maybe I'll do better.
Oh, no. Did you miss your... Oh, there it is.
No. You know what? I don't even care if I finish the race. I just want to finish the race.
Man, this would be hard.
Yeah, this is difficult. I mean, you really have to learn how to whitewater, you know? Ooh.
Yeah, I just cruise. I don't do the rapid.
All right, there's the end. I love the end though. Let's see if it does the bird thing here.
Yay.
Yep. And then the bird flies.
There's the bird. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a tour of your colon.
Yep. There you go. And now I'll just float down here and cry away from these other guys.
Thanks for coming, Mr. Happy.
Y'all don't know how bad I wanted to win, but okay, so there we go. Now we're going to do one more thing here, and then we're going to end it up. Because I think after that, I need a nice, slow, lazy river tour.
Oh, I don't know if that'd be fun or not. Inferno said there's a part on the free roam where you come flying out of one of those concrete pipes.
Oh, okay. That would be kind of fun. I didn't see it in the free roam, though. Okay, well, we'll do free roam. And again, as we end up the stream here, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight to watch what we do here at UploadVR. I know this is kind of out of the blue. Let us know if you want to see more streams like this. All right, here we go. Okay, a little more chill. So, oh, I see. There's probably like multiple ways you can go. Because it looks like there's a way. Oh, no, that's just a shadow. Never mind. But at least now I'm not racing, so I'm not going to get, you know. And actually, I guess this is better than the tour, because the tour goes really slow. Like, really slow.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew. Oh, okay. Now we're going in the dark.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. That's for us.
Wait.
Yep.
Oh, there's a light. You have a light?
Yes, now we're going to go in a cave, sweetie.
Neat.
That's what I'm saying. This you would like. The not the racing part, but this part I think you would have really liked if you could have stomached it.
I am willing to. Okay,
You want to try it
it's
again?
near where there's red siren lights and rapids.
Oh, okay. I think I know where that is. Well, no, okay, I know where that is. I never got there on the free roam because I couldn't duck enough to get underneath one of the... Because, like, again, if you're claustrophobic...
Oh, you gotta duck.
Yeah, I've got to get underneath.
And if you're strapped into that thing, that could be...
Yeah, I know.
Kind of difficult.
Well, I could take the straps off for this.
True.
This is not a game I really feel like I need these for. Maybe the whitewater section's a little bit. But even then... Unless I'm like doing roller coasters or flying or driving or something. But this is what I was talking about where you feel the rocks underneath the boat.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, there's been plenty of times when I've had to literally get out and drag my boat across rocks and stuff.
But I love this. So first of all, I love flashlights in VR. Flashlights and mirrors are for some reason like major insta presence boosters for me. But the texturing, the way the water looks in here, the fact there's no chop. So like this, you would have no chop whatsoever. I mean, look, this water is like glass.
Yeah.
Completely smooth.
But no, I would be interested in trying again using a Pimax to see if the wider
field of view and the higher res would help a little bit.
Okay, can I ask you an opinion question?
Yes.
What do you think it will take to make VR have another big push like it did during the Quest 2 days?
I think once we get standalone VR that has a wider field of view and a higher resolution, that's going to be one of the things that's going to make a push. I mean, obviously, you know, Apple's tested that concept with the $3,500 Vision Pro. We don't all have Vision Pros because they're $3,500, but if they weren't, I guarantee you a lot more people would be using it because of the fidelity of that resolution. I really think that, and maybe that's just my personal bias. Ooh, it's like something scratched this wall. I'm a graphics snob, so if the graphics look blurry or muddy or aliased to me, it takes away from me. And so I really personally think it's going to be higher resolution, higher field of view. And then of course, more software, you know, more and better experiences that really take full advantage of the hardware that we have. Because I don't think that right now, developers are taking advantage of it. And really, and I've said this, and I've said it openly, and I've said it publicly, and I will say it again, and this is my favorite part of the whole tour. Stop developing for Quest 2. Okay? Seriously, stop gimping your software by making it compatible with a headset that has been dead for a couple of years. I guess it's got a huge user base, but you're not doing VR any favors by putting out stuff on the Quest 3 that could look 8 times better than what it does, and then people are having to use tools like Quest Optimizer just to make the games look and run at the fidelity and frame rate that they should. So, I mean, that's just my personal rant on it. Don't know if that answered the question per se, but God, I love the textures on that.
The fish in the water, like you passed one that looked like it was see-through or something. It was weird.
Right. God, all these glowworms are amazing. This is just, it's one of those sense of wonder kind of areas.
Yeah.
Ah. Come on, turn.
That's really cool. It'd be really neat if there was an experience like this where it was taken with a 360-degree camera.
Okay.
Like someone actually does
photogrammetry.
This, experience and, you know, puts it into a game.
So you probably have that on the Quest already, where somebody has worn a 360 camera and done kayaking, but not in a game. So yeah, what you're talking about, we actually, I think we ran an article, David Heaney might have run an article about this. There's a Chinese company, you're talking about volumetric video. Oops, I'm gonna get caught in these stalactites. Basically video that you can actually move around in 6 degrees of freedom. So yeah, something like capturing something like this volumetrically and then being able to paddle through it.
Yeah.
Or Gaussian splatting, you know, something like Gaussian splatting. They're doing really amazing work with that now. I don't see, maybe it's outside the cave. where was that entrance to get to the other area? Unless I missed it.
Andrew says it's hard for devs to skip on Quest 2 support with all that installed base.
It is. No, and that's why I said it's got a huge user base. It really still does. But it's just time for that headset to die. It's look, I love it. I was one of the very first people to ever see it, when Oculus flew us out to OC5. But it's I feel that development is being held back because developers are having to develop to the lowest common denominator.
Don, can you, for new people in the chat, can you explain the chair you're using right now?
Oh, yes, I can. So this is the Yaw 3 personal motion simulator made by UploadVR. It is a full 3DoF motion simulator. Has the largest motion range of any simulator on the market, and is the only one that I know of. Oh, that's so weird how I actually felt it push the boat down into the water, and the water pushed me back up. It is the only simulator that I know of in the open market that has unlimited yaw rotation. So let me get out here in the open water and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There we go. So now that I'm out in the open water, I will just yaw and yaw and yaw. There we go. And then I will just rotate and rotate and rotate. A lot of simulators cannot fully continually rotate like that. And to me, that is something that just gives it another sense of realism. So, okay, I did not see where we could do the jumping out of the tube thing. And quite frankly, guys, I love you all, you know that, but I am getting pretty tired. It's the COVID.
Yeah.
I have that I get tired really easily. So I think we are probably going to go ahead and end up here. And I'll kind of paddle around here and just wait for any last minute comments. But, as I end the stream, I do, as always, want to thank everyone for coming out, for your comments, for joining us here on a Saturday night. I know we don't stream often in prime time or in the evenings or on the weekends. Yeah, I do sometimes, as the video producer here, I, might do this a little more often because I'm up late, so I'm, this, that, and it does give you guys some content to watch. So we do appreciate it. And again, if you liked what you saw here today, please don't forget to hit that like, go ahead and share this stream out on your socials to help us build an audience the next time that we stream here on UploadVR's YouTube channel. And then last but not least, if you haven't seen the article, there is an article covering the full Yucatán DLC that I wrote last week for Upload. So please go to UploadVR.com, check out that article. And if you like what you saw there, consider becoming a member to support our work directly. But for me, for my wife, Stacey, for the team at Upload, that's going to do it. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you in the next one. This is Don, signing off. The button at the top, white button.
No mouse.
Oh, oops, I got it. All right, you hang up. No, you hang up.
No, you don't.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Okay, hold on. As I try to end this stream, stand by. All right. And I've got no mouse.
And we were here forever.
That's all right.